Out here on a beautiful morning, we are going to do some asanas on focus and balance on this fantastic, fabulous, exquisite morning. And so the first thing, let's move right on into it and let's get going. All right, so the first thing, as you might have seen, if you haven't tuned into some of my videos before, I kind of get into getting into the now, getting into the present, getting into the moment, because that's the moment that we should be into, is right here and the now, which transcends into the upward element of things, of spirit. And so we want to get in tune with our spirit, and to do that sometimes we have to use we have to center ourselves, we have to eliminate and extract and get rid of everything around us and all the negative elements. And so that's what we're going to do this morning. So as we go, let's bring the hands simultaneously up, and you can cross the fingers like this, relaxing the elbows, and then circle around, and let's do a couple circles. So first of all, circling around, and let's take the shoulders and let's roll them back as we're breathing actively, but normally. The shoulders back. And we're starting to bring in the elements that are around us right now, kind of looking around, taking it wherever you are, harmonizing that within your spirit. So whatever you have, and so the idea and the goal of where we're going with this is to get down to a state of, and as I've done before, as nothingness, of pure essence of nothing. No thought, no distraction, no negativity, not anything, just a state, and that is the highest state. By the way, boredom is the highest, one of the highest states to be in. So people that say, "Oh, I'm bored," I shouldn't be bored all the time, and I don't like this, and maybe there's something that I can do to get out of the boredom. But they don't realize that that is the highest state. Boredom is one of the highest states of consciousness. So people are looking for the exact opposite thing than what they should be looking for. When they go to these high-powered yoga classes, trying to do, which is more like calisthenics, they're trying to achieve the exact opposite of what the yoga tradition really teaches, is to get down to a state of being in the present moment. Okay, so you may want to kind of situate your body, and loosen up and try and let go. So let's take the head, grab one hand on the opposite side of your head very gently, and then tilt the head over to the right, like this, keeping the other hand by your side, and relaxing the neck. And this is a nice neck stretch you can do. And then, as you can see, we do left and right equally, so we're balancing out yin and the yang, Ida and Pingala, left and right, right and left. Always left and right. So let's take the hands, put them underneath the chin, and lift up. So here we go. Tilting the chin upward. Nice. Take a breath. Nice gentle tilt. Exhale, bring the chin down toward the collarbone. Releasing the upper shoulders and the back. Let go. Clearing your mind. Watch the thought. Watch the restless mind, that it doesn't take off on you and stays right where it is. Just focused on the things around you, noticing but not dwelling. Coming up Let's go into upward salute. We've done this one before. And we'll start by going over to the right side. So stretching out in the hips. Starting to open up the sides of the body. Stretching over to the side. Come forward, stretch, bend the knees to release the back. Straighten the knees to straighten the back, lengthen through the spine, lifting up. Let's come into tall mountain. Up on tiptoes, up, 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 up. And coming down. So as we move, as we proceed, noticing the breath. So let's just stand here and breathe just a bit. Make a fist. Arms out like this, airplane fashion. And releasing. Shaking the fingers out. Breathing. And let's move right into this. Let's get going. Get moving and get cleared. So stepping out to your right. Let's go to the right first. Feet are about comfortable width apart. Maybe 2 to 3 feet, maybe even 3 feet. Notice if the back foot is about 45 degrees into the posture. And your back arch is lined up with the front heel. Arms out, airplane fashion. And be cautious, be clear. Each move you do, make sure that you think that you're capable of doing it, or you know that you're capable of doing it before proceeding. So always be mindful of everything. Listen to your body, what it's telling you before you proceed into the pose. Now, we're going to start here. And you may just want to stay there. Look up to the hand, keep a straight upper torso in alignment with the lower torso. Both legs are straight. And if you're more advanced, you want to come all the way down to your foot, looking up to the hand, still keeping the alignment. Both legs are straight. Let's hold it for a few breaths. Very good for the balance, very good for the strength, very good for the hips. The whole body in general. This one really gets you going, the triangle. Moves you into a state of strength and power. Exhale, and the power of the breath come up. And let's go over to the other side. Left foot out, 90 degrees, back foot in, 45. Heel, arch, arms up. Stretch over to your left, drop the hand, and just don't go any further than you can than warrants. Only do what you can. Reaching down, if you're more advanced, then come all the way down, like so. You may even want to put your palm all the way to the ground. But for the sake of the matter, I'll just stay right here for now, looking up to the hand, trying to keep a straight line throughout the shoulders, down to the navel, down to the knees. Both legs are straight. Almost like you have a pencil or a board pressing against your chest, straightening your whole body out. And breathe. Let it go. Let yourself go, getting into the moment. You watch the balance. You notice that you're feeling you might be feeling shaky. And so that's just your body trying to assemble into a balanced state. And this trains the body. So just notice that, and it's absolutely okay to feel that. Always, never strive for perfection. Always accept whatever it is that you have. All right, so let's move on let's go into revolve triangle. Out to the right. And let's go like a windmill, swivel around. Bring the left hand on the opposite side of the right foot, I believe it would be from your angle. Hand on the opposite side of the foot, looking up to the hand. More balance. Hold it. Breathe. Keep the breath active. The power of the breath, let's come up. Inhale and exhale. And let's take just a couple moments. And so, I'm Michael Jeff, and this is the Yoga Lounge. Welcome this morning. And whatever it is, whatever you do, we're having a great day. Great start to the day. That is what we are aiming for, to get ourselves off on the right start up, upward and outward throughout the day, moving into a positive formation of our mood. Left foot out 90 degrees, back foot in 45. Arms out, airplane fashion, and reach down. Notice that you're breathing, engaging the breath. You're very focused on the descension down. Always an exhale on the descend, an inhale on the upward, or the ascension, inhale, descension, exhale. You want to come down and deepen the stretch, the full triangle. And in this one, let's go into revolve triangle from here. Just let's take a couple more breaths. If you have the strength, if you don't, come up. Be mindful, don't do it if you can. If you're tired, always come up and rest. You're looking up to the hand as best you can. And let's go into revolve triangle. Both legs straight, hand on the opposite side of the foot with the leg. However, you may just be able to come to here. More advanced, you come a little further. My legs might not be totally straight. I don't have the best of circumstances. Don't have a yoga mat or anything like that today. So, all right, so coming up on the power of the breath. Make a fist. Energize the body. Up. Keep the breathing active. Let's come into Parsvakonasana for our next pose. And so we're going through the series as it should be in the traditional sense of the hatha series. We missed a few at the beginning because we're trying to keep the time into a responsible time, not trying to go on for 2 or 3 hours. All right, so we're not going through the complete thing, but we're getting the basic essence of the hatha routine here today. And we're really stressing balance and clarity of mind, focus, and thought. Okay. Let's go into side angle, extended side angle, wide stance, about 4 feet, 90 degrees on this leg, back foot about 30 to 45 degrees. And today we're going to rest our arm on the thigh like this. The knee is still bent, looking up toward the armpit. Chest in alignment with the knee, opening up the chest. You're not slouching down. You've got more of an upright activation or an upright alignment. A flat chest. Shoulder straight down to the knee. For those of you that want to, let's take it a little further. If you have the strength today, you can come up like this. If you want to go into that, otherwise come up and rest. Hold it just a bit longer if you can. Notice that you're pushing yourself a little bit. If you can't push yourself, then please come up. And let's come up on the power of the breath. And let's rest. So feel your breath is a little more active. You're breathing a little heavier maybe. Everybody's different. Always rest if you have, by the way, always rest if you have to. Rest. Don't feel that you have to keep up with this or any other yoga teacher. It's not like monkey see, monkey do. You don't have to do what you need to do. Even though you go to a class with 50 other people, you know, always be mindful toward yourself. This is all about yourself and your own growth and spiritual growth, and mainly in yoga is physical growth, physical growth, spiritual ascension through spiritual growth, and physical exercise and persistence, physical endurance. Creating a sense of centrality and centeredness. Let's go, same thing on the other side. Back foot in slightly toward the posture. 90 degrees right here. And resting the arm on the, today we're just going to do modified a little bit. And looking up toward the armpit like this. Relaxing the eyes. Noticing that you got a nice straight upper torso. Again, not like this, not slouched down, because that kind of closes off the body and closes off the chakras. This opens up everything, particularly in the chest. If you want to push yourself, let's come up into this sequence. Otherwise, stay where you are or come up. Push it. Go with it. Stay in the moment. Stay focused. Don't wander off. Come up on the power of the breath, and let's take a few breaths. Breathe. Let's go into Parsvottanasana. And today, let's just reach down toward the right foot like this. Back foot in 45. Front foot out 90 degrees. Reach down. You can come all the way down to the hands to the floor. Maybe trying to get the chest all the way to the thigh. If you're more advanced, you may just want to stop here. But I'm all the way down here, so the more advanced people can come down here. Intermediate people will just come about halfway down, gazing down at the big toe. Come up, inhale, reaching up toward the sky, exhale, release. All right, so let's have fun. Let's go on to the other side, reversing it around, squaring off the hips. Very important here. This creates a more perfected alignment. Inhale up, inhale, and extending out, stretching down, looking down toward the toe, moving mindfully. If your back starts to round too much, you're going too far, so come back up on the stretch. If you're too sore, come out of it. Don't strain the back. Make sure you keep a nice release in the back by keeping it straight. Noticing that all of the focus is on the legs here. You notice the balance, so you really can feel the balance happening here and you're focusing. When the mind starts to wander, you're going to lose the balance. Don't let the mind stay in the moment. Don't let the mind wander. I'm pushing all the way down. For those of you who want to go all the way down, legs should be straight. Both legs are straight. Back foot pointing into the posture like this. And coming up. Inhale. Lift. Feel the power. Feel the surge. Energy in. Motion. lifting, really feel it. Go and feel yourself pulling up to the sky now. You feel your feet are pulling down toward the ground, your hands are pulling up to the sky. And come out and release. Okay. And let's take a couple breaths. And we're going to go for just about another, I'm going to say 10 minutes. All right. So let's go into Prasarita Padottanasana. And we're going to just have both feet wide apart like this. And we're going to stretch down and keep a nice straight back. Put our hand, try to grab our legs, or you can grab behind your ankles or behind the bottoms of your legs. It's coming down as far as you can go. Maybe it's only to here, but keep the back straight. If you can't go without rounding the back, then stop about halfway. If you can keep the back straight, then don't try to push it beyond what you should be doing or where your back is rounding. Then you know you're stretching too far, too fast, too prematurely. So make sure that you know thyself, know the body, know where you are. And come down to look between the legs, looking back of you, or straight back. And let's bring one hand down like this to the right side. Looking up toward the hand. So we're going to do a little bit of a alternate stretch within the stretch of Prasarita Padottanasana. A couple breaths here. Let's come down onto the other side. Just looking up. Looking up. Let's come up on the power of the breath. Bend the knees, that takes pressure off the back. And come up. Let's go into warrior. Come back to center first, take a couple of moments, shake out a little bit. Loosen up the shoulders, let's come out to the right. Back foot in 45 degrees, notice that a straight line between the feet. Come up into warrior one. Knee directly over the foot. Look up to the hands. You can point the index fingers and the index fingers of both hands together. Bring the hands alongside the ears. Looking up, a couple breaths, about 5. Breathing actively, deep breaths. Breaths with the movement. Coming out into warrior two. Like a bow and arrow, relax the shoulders, relax the eyes, stare out at the hands. Knees directly over the foot. Powerful pose. Powerful pose here. All right. Come up, let's go on the other side. Inhale, square off the hips. Into warrior one. If you're Virabhadrasana one, arms alongside the ears. Couple more breaths. Push it. Warrior two, relax the shoulders. Knee directly over the foot. Draw the shoulders down, look out to the hands. Energize the fingers. And release. And release. Okay, let's come down. Let's do a couple stretches on the ground. Hug the knees into the chest like this. And we're going to go into shoulder stand. For those of you that just want to lay down, if you're not advanced enough to do Salamba Sarvandasana, then stay out of the pose. Otherwise, let's come up into shoulder stand. And I'm trying to adjust myself here so that make sure that everybody can see me based on where I am. It's kind of a ritzy morning here. A lot of action and energy going on around me. All right, coming up into shoulder stand. And this one restores youth. It's good for your heart. It gets the blood circulating down toward your heart, the venous return. This is great for the nervous system. It's great for anxiety. It's great for your face, for your upper body, for your overall strength. And as it applies to balance, as you can see, you can feel. Let's do some alternate moves here. Bring one leg down. Inhale back up. Exhale the other side down. Come up. If you want to come out of it, then for those of you that are newer to yoga, some of you might not even be in the pose right now. If you want to come down to the plow, otherwise come out. Plow. For those of you that can bring the knees all the way to the ears, don't attempt this unless you're very, very advanced. Some of you may have just been into plow. Some of you may have come out of this by now. And let's come up back into shoulder stand. Straighten out. Elbows along the side. Let's come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Start to bend the knees, flat down on your mat. And let's come up into bridge. And this is the sequence, by the way, and we'll go into this and I'll go into more detail. I already have a little bit. This is the traditional sequence. Into bridge, or you can just keep your arms alongside. Right leg up, or this would be your left leg up, left leg down, right leg up, left leg up, right leg up, both legs up. No. All right, here we go. And let's come down and relax. And let's come up, and this is the sequence, by the way. This is the way that it should flow from the shoulder stand routine. So you get a lot of power, and that creates a nice balance and a nice flow. The body likes that when it goes into Paschimottanasana after this. So exhale down, and let's hold Paschimottanasana for just a few breaths. Don't go beyond where you're starting. If your elbows are rounded, you're coming. If your elbows are straight, if your arms are too straight, you're coming too far. So you should have a nice bend to the elbows right here. Looking at your toes, this one is the pose of tranquility. So this is great for anxiety, for hypoglycemia, particularly for the blood sugar, regulating the body. It's also good for the back. It's good for calming the nerves. Couple more breaths. We're going to keep it a little. You can hold this up for a couple minutes, but we're not going to do that today. Couple more breaths here. Let's come up, inhale, and exhale. Let's go into Purvottanasana, inclined plane, up like this. Left leg up. Hold it. Right leg up. Hold it, and down, and come down, and we're going to come into Navasana. So for those of you that just want to stay here, for more advanced, we're going to come all the way up. Let's see if I can. To the boat pose. Full Navasana. Maybe out into here. And let's come down. And let's just come up and do the final two. Take a couple more breaths here. Let's come into a cross leg. Maybe let's come into bound angle to Baddha Konasana. And this opens up the hips. Just grab a hold of the feet like this. And if that's too much for you, then you don't have to do that. You may just want to be in a cross-legged position like this. All right. Then we're going to come up and do our final two poses, and then we're going to go on out of here today. We're feeling good because of the nature around us, wherever we are. We're moving into this day. We've created a positive movement and start to our morning. All right. Hands into the chest, lifting up. Energize the body. And exhale down, shake out the legs a little bit. And let's come up and we're going to do 2 final stretches. We're just going to go into the Purna triangle, Trikonasana. And for that we're going to do, that's about it. We're just going to go into, I think enough time for that. Let's go on both sides. Right leg out, arms out, airplane fashion. We're going to close off our session. Reaching down all the way into full triangle. And let's go all the way into full triangle, other side. Breathing is very active. Stay with the breath. Reaching up, full straight arm over the ear, looking up to the armpit, upper body straight with the lower body. So nice and balanced. Nice and feel your strength. How you might feel a lot different than when you first started. You're staying with this flow. Your mind has proceeded into action with your body. Training your mind here. And let's just come into revolve triangle here again. Pavarita, Trikonasana, and upward. Let's do it on the other side. Swivel over, revolve triangle if you want to do this. Otherwise, you can just stay where you are. Very good for the balance. And coming up on the power of the breath. And let's come up into tall mountain. Up. Lifting up. Go. High up on the toes. Yes. Breathe. Reach. Feel the body being pulled down. Feel the body being pulled up. And exhale. And we're going to close out. Hands into the chest. Bringing the energy into the Anahata chakra. Deep breath. Pull the energy down to the navel, to the Manipura chakra. Lift up to the chest, pull it down through the Muladhara chakra. Now we're going to raise the energy back up into the Vishuddha chakra and up. We're going to try for those very that want to do this, that are very advanced. I'm going to try to pull the energy all the way up through the Vishuddha chakra to the Ajna chakra by lifting up. Visualize the energy going beyond the throat. And you can feel the chill. I can feel the chill going up through the spine, through to the face, through the throat, up all the way through the head, and lifting and bringing down. And let's close out. Okay, everything should feel good. Bring it down to the moment. Remember where I said when we started out, nothing. Your mind is in a state of nothingness. Relax. Loosen up. Loosen up. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. All right. Jeff checking out. Great day, everybody. We'll see you next time.